Testing. Testing. All right. Nice. And bam. All right. Let's finish this course right up, baby. Uh, okay. Yeah, I thought there was
We
something
are
I
going
needed
for
to
the
do,
very
but
first
I
time
guess
to
not.
create different scenes. We have been using always one scene, but it is going to be really very common to have several scenes in our games or interactive applications. Remember the concept of a scene. A scene is going to be some kind of way to divide the different interactions, stages we can have with the player. For example, the initial screen is going to be a scene. The different levels of our game is going to be different scenes. The final information displayed to the player is going to be also a new scene, and so on. So the scenes are going to be very important. And we are going to learn here in this video how we can create these scenes. And very soon we are going to see how we can jump from one scene to the other. Something is going to be very easy in Unity. So let's do that. Let's create a new scene. Remember that in the assets, we have already the scenes folder. And of course, we are going to create the scenes and we are going to put them in this folder. If we double click there, we have the only scene we have in our game. How can we create new scenes? Well, it's very simple. We have to go to File, New Scene. So this is the only thing I have to do. Of course, we are invited to save the current scene if we have changes. This is what I'm going to do. And as you are going to see by default, we can see it in the top, by default we are going to have untitled as the name of the new scene we have created.
Sure.
So the very first thing we do always when we create a new scene is to go back again to File and to go to Save As. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to save the scene and I'm going to save the scene into the scenes folder. Well, I'm going to create two new scenes. I'm going to have a first initial screen in my game. Then I'm going to have the stone game scene we are working with. And after that, we are going to have a kind of final scene. So the first, back again to File. So the very first thing we do always when we create a new scene is to go back again to File and to go to Save As. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to save the scene. Well, it's very simple. We have to go to File, New Scene. So this is the only thing I have to do.
Why? What? Why wouldn't you just like do this? I'm a little confused. What? Why would you not just do this?
Of course, we are
Whatever.
invited to store
I guess if it shows up in here, I'll
to
just
save
make an
the
I'll
current
just
scene
do
if we have
it the
changes.
way
This is
I
what I'm
think
going
it
to
should
do.
be done.
And as you are going to see by default, we can see it in the top, by default we are going to have untitled as the name of the new scene we have created. So the very first thing we do always when we create a new scene is to go back again to File and to go to Save As. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to save the scene and I'm going to save the scene into the scenes folder. Well, I'm going to create two new scenes. I'm going to have a first initial screen in my game. Then I'm going to have the stone game scene we are working with. And after that, we are going to have a kind of final scene. So the first scene I'm going to create, I'm going to call it, for example, Awake. Okay? So, as you can see, in the scenes folder, we have added another scene.
Fudge? I'm so confused. And you.
The scene Awake. If you see again the top, this is the scene right now active. The active scene is going to be very important because you have to pay now attention to that, okay? Because it is sometimes common to start working in the scene and to discover that you are not working with the right scene, okay? So pay attention to that. It is going to be very important, which is the active scene, in order to be sure that
Yeah, where is that? Okay. Okay, it's right here, I guess. Yeah.
that the
All right,
actions you are
cool.
doing in the editor are done to the right scene, to the correct scene, okay? So we are going to create another one, new scene. And again, as you can see, the new scene is created with the name untitled. So again, the first action we have to do right now is to go to Save As. And in
Okay. Game over.
Save As, in the scenes folder, we are going to store this final scene. Okay, so in this way we have three scenes right now. So pay attention to what is the active scene. And the active scene is something you can change by double clicking. So for example, now is final, the active scene, but we can do a double click. And now we have the awake scene, as you can see also in the hierarchy. And with double click, we can go back to the stone game scene. So to pay attention to that in order to be sure that when you are working in a scene, you are working with the correct scene, okay? With the one you want really work, okay? So now we have created the scenes. Now it's time in the future videos to understand how we can jump from one scene to the other. We are going now to work with the awake scene. The awake scene is going to be the first interface the player is going to have. So normally what we do in these initial screens is some kind of presentation of the game, maybe some music. We can have also some buttons such as play, settings, these kind of things. In our case, we are going to keep the thing simple. So the only thing we are going to do in the scene view is just to put a unique button, a unique play button. This is the idea. So if the player clicks this button, the player is going to start playing with the game. So as we are going to see, we are going to do something very important. If we click this button, we are going to jump to another scene, something very important in Unity. So we are going to do that. So again, I'm going to add to this awake scene. Be sure, of course, that you have the awake scene active. Pay attention to that, okay, in order to be sure that we are not working with the wrong scene. So the only thing I'm going to do is to go to UI and to add a canvas. And we are not going to change anything in this canvas regarding the type of the canvas. We are going to, of course, to use an overlay canvas. And yes, we are going to change the scale with the screen size. So our button in this case is going to change its size depending on the screen resolution. So the only thing I'm going to add here is just a button. So
Hold up. Ah, that's automatically added. Got it.
in order to do that, the only thing I have to do is to use the right button, selecting the canvas, and in the UI section to look for a button. And we have a button. So we select this button. As you can see with this arrow,
Okay.
the button, as a matter of fact, has another element. It has a child, which is the text. So as you can see, it is very common to use the parent-child relationship whenever we create user elements in user interface elements in Unity. What we are going to do is to select text and then going to change from button to play. The button by default, as you can see, is anchored in the center of the screen. So I'm going to keep it in this way. So I'm not going to change anything. So now the important thing is, well, we have to somehow make a connection between the action to
Where the heck is the text? Can I not access the text from here? I don't want to have to click down. Button. Image. Color UI sprite.
click the button. I'm going to keep it in this. The button is to select text and then going to change from.
Do I actually have to do that? Whatever. Alright, that's fine.
Button to play. The button by default, as you can see, is anchored in the center of the screen. So I'm going to keep it in this way. So I'm not going to change anything. So now the important thing is, well, we have to somehow make a connection between the action to click the button and a method we want to be executed as a result of this action. So how can we do that? Again, we are going to need to create a script. And in this script, we are going to create a method that it is going to be invoked whenever the user clicks this button. So let's try to see how to do this connection, how it is done in Unity. So we go to the scripts folder and we are going to create a new script. We are going to call interface awake. Interface awake. Okay.
Okay, sure. I'll just copy that. Why not?
So double clicking this interface awake, we are going to be able to edit this script. What actions are going to do here? Well, we are going to do also something very important. This awake screen is going to have the play button. When we click the play button, we are going to go to our Stone game scene. So the player is going to be able to play a bit with the game. After playing in the game, we are going to have another scene is going to be the final scene. In the final scene, we are going to have a kind of summary of what has happened in the game. After that, we will be able to jump back to the awake scene. And in the awake scene, we are going again to have the play button and the user is going to be able to start playing again. So it's going to be very important in this scene to be sure that the global variables we are using are going to be initialized again to 0. So the number of stones we have thrown and the number of stones we have destroyed, we are going to be sure that they are 0 again. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get a
Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking about something else. So, what is it? It's, on left, on click. Okay. On mouse down. Got it. Why does it not? I'm so, whatever. On mouse drag, on mouse enter, on mouse exit. What is drag? Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, when it enters, so you don't have to be clicking. Exit is just the same as enter, except exit. Over. While the mouse is over the GUI element. Okay. Up, release, up as button is when the mouse is released over the same. Oh. That is useful. That's useful. But I want to do out on mouse down. So, oh, okay. So it's automatic, private, automatically private. Can I, do I have, oh, I have to do that. Great. Oh, and I can't do it again because I already did it. Okay, so maybe I don't need to type void. So if I just do this on mouse down, yeah, all right. Easy. I'm gonna guess. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I have no idea what to do.
Access to Game Manager, but remember, I can get access from any script. And current, I'm going to change the current number of destroy stones to 0, and then in Game Manager, the current number of stones thrown equal to 0. So this is going to be very important, okay?
Got it.
So now we are going to create, in this case, the method I want to invoke whenever the player clicks the button play. So I don't need the update, so we can remove it. And we need to create a method, and this method must be public in order to be able to access to it from outside. And you can call the method however, whatever you want, but in my case, I'm going to call it click. Okay, so what is the action I want to carry out when I click the button? Here is where I'm going to add a very important thing. I'm going to jump to another scene, in this case to the stone game scene. In order to do that, I need to add another using Unity engine dot and is scene management. There is where we are going to have the method we are going to use in order to jump to another scene. And this method is, in order to use this method, we need to get access to scene manager, load the scene. Okay, so this is the way we are going to have in order to jump to another scene, and we can do it by number of a scene or using the name. Stone game is the name of the scene where we have to jump.
Scene management using Unity engine dot scene management. Fair enough. I feel like they should just like all of the Unity, I don't know what they're called. Folders? No. They're like all the Unity classes. I feel like should be imported already. Or libraries. All the Unity libraries should be imported already. I think. Like why would they not all be imported already?
Jump when the user clicks this button. Load the scene, what it is going to do is very important. It's going to release all the memory of the current scene. So it's going to remove everything. So it's going to destroy everything. It's going to release the memory, and it is going to jump to the other scene. And when we jump to the other scene, remember, then Unity is going to allocate the resources for the game objects we have in the scene, and all the start and the awakes are going to be executed, and then the
Okay, I'm actually kind of hungry, so. I do need to eat soon. Load scene? Okay. What does this do? What is async? Asynchronously in the background. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Perfect.
updates, late updates, and so on. So it's a way we have in order to jump from one scene to the other. So it's nonsense to put, for example, instructions here, because this load scene is a kind of jump to another scene. So there's no option to put additional actions because we are going to jump, releasing everything we have in the current scene. So we can save this script. We have now the method click with the action we want to carry out. Now it's time to make the connection between the button and this method, the action. How can we do that? Well, in order to do that, what we are going to do is to go to button. And as you can see in the inspector, there's something very important, okay? In the inspector, as you can see, we have in the button section, okay? We have onClick. Very important, this onClick. So in this onClick, we can add a method or a collection of methods that are going to be called whenever we click the button, okay? So we have here a plus. So we click on plus. So the only thing we have to do right now is to specify first what object is going to be the owner of the script that has the method. So first of all, we have, of course, to decide what game object is going to have the script we have created. So we have created the interface script awake. What object is going to have this script? Again, I'm going to select the canvas. So I'm going to select the canvas.
Okay.
So now the canvas has the interface awake script. Okay, so now if I select the button, in this action we want to be executed, to be invoked, what we are going to first select is which is the owner of the script, and the owner is the canvas. So we can drag and drop, and the owner is the canvas. And now I can specify what method I want to invoke. And the method belongs to the interface awake, remember the interface awake script, and the method I want is the one I have created, public, which is click. So we select this, and that's all.
All right, let's get it. And then button, and then right. Okay, it's not there anymore. Why is it not there anymore? No, there it is.
So this is the only thing I have to do in order to make this connection. So I have to select what is the object and what is the method I want to call when the user carries out a click on my button. When we have the three scenes, we are going to see how it works.
Okay.
Let's work now with the final scene. In order to do that, I have to double click on it. This is the final scene, of course, saving the changes of the previous scene. And the objective here is to show some kind of final summary of what has happened during the game. So basically, we are going to just display again how many stones we have thrown and how many you have destroyed. And then we are going to have a button that it is going to allow us to go back to the awake scene, so to the first scene. So in order to do that, I'm going again to add a canvas. Okay, so be sure that you are working with the final scene.
Okay, let's see if I can do this without instruction. So first thing is first. Canvas. Second thing second. Button. Okay, button. So now we do, but also on the canvas, I want to do two texts. Which is rocks destroyed. And also rocks thrown. I don't remember if I actually did that. Okay, this one. Where is it? Public text, game manager. Oh, game manager is right here. I forgot. Sure, I'll just do stones destroyed. Stones destroyed. Stones thrown. Okay, and then Pivot. Ah. Now that's gonna make it go to the ceiling. Also set position. Hmm. Middle, top, stretch. No, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna move it. Stones thrown. And then stones destroyed. Just gonna make it 64 just to be even. Also, can I center this text, please? Like, what the fudge? Thank you. And then I'm just gonna like delete this text. And then this, I'm just gonna do play again. Perfect. And I completely forgot how to do text. Public text. Hmm. I see. So text thrown dot text. Oh. Okay. So do I make this? No. Let me just make a new script here called, let me just actually delete that one. Then let me just create a new one called the game over text. And then I just do stones destroyed. These are public. These are not public, right? Okay, let me actually think. Interface, is it interface? No, that's interface awake. This is interface. Public text. Thrown. Text thrown. Huh. Text thrown, text destroyed. Okay, great. If I go to this scene, if I go to the stone game scene, first off. Oh, I'm gonna have to drag it. Okay, so it doesn't matter anyway. Gonna... Oh yeah, also, I want that. And then... Canvas, what does this do? Got it. So do I actually have to, like, do this? Every single time I want to show text on something? Scene. Um... Actually, I can just, like, do this. I could just copy this. Sure. Why not? And then I can just copy this. Maybe, total, I can just do total. Public text. Oh, I forgot. What do I have to do? Unity Engine.ui. That should be built in, bro. Whatever. Then I drag it to the canvas. And then I drag these. Perfect. And then what do I do with this button? So, interface away. So I just do this, and then I do that. And then yeah, do I need to write a new script for this? Sure. Interface restart. He's probably going to show me a better way of doing this, but whatever. Okay. Click, we do click. Public void click. No, that is not even close to what I wanted. And then scene management. Scene manager dot load scene. We do menu. Sorry, capital M, menu. Public void dot click. So interface awake or public void click. Yep, that should be good. And then we do this weird thing. I don't know, it seems a little bit convoluted to me. You know? Like, why do I need all of this? Why do I need that? Whatever. Okay, and then let's watch what he does. Let's see what he
Of course.
does.
And here we are going to change only this, remember, scale with the screen size. And we are going to add, in this case, 3 controls. We are going to add 2 texts for this information we want to display. And then we are going to have also a button that it is going to allow us to go back to the initial screen, to the awake scene. So again, with the right button, I'm going to, in UI,
Forgot about
to add
that.
text. Again, remember, this is very important. Select, again, canvas and the right button. Be sure that when you do this, you are doing these actions with canvas, not to create children of the canvas and not children of other controls. So UI text. And finally, I'm going to add a button, UI button. Okay. So I'm going again to rename these controls. I'm going, for example, to call it text thrown. This one I'm going to call it text destroyed. No spaces in my case. And the button, you can call it, for example, restart. Start over. Okay. Again, the button has a child. This child is the displays button. We are going to, for example, put something like restart. Okay, the 3 elements are anchored in the center of the screen. This is okay. So the only thing I'm going to do now is to move them just a bit, something like this. And the other one, text thrown, to move it also something like this. So in this way, I'm going to have this summary with the information of what has happened in the game and also the option to go back to the initial screen. So now it's time to create the script that it is going to manage this interface. So we go again to scripts, right button, and we create another script. We are going to call interface final. Interface final. We double click on interface final. Remember that it is compulsory that the name of the file must be the name of the class. If not, you are going, of course, to have errors. And here we are going to add a final.
Let me go
So
back.
now it's time to create the script that it is going to manage this interface. So we go again to scripts, right button, and we create another script.
Actually, I could just put this all in one script. I'm an idiot. Came over text. Yeah, I'm dumb. Game over text. Interface restart. Correct. I'm dumb. Okay, no. Perfect. All right. So now I can delete this, I think. Yes. Okay. And now I can delete this, right? Yes. Yeah, I can. I don't know why that made me go back there, but all right. So I can remove this, and then I can drag this. Nice. And it should be the same. I mean, I'm gonna go back to what he says.
We are going to call interface
And
final.
I am thinking he's probably gonna do the same thing.
Interface final. We double click on interface final. Remember that it is compulsory that the name of the file must be the name of the class. If not, you are going, of course, to have errors. And here we are going to add a couple of usings we need. We need Unity Engine.ui in order to get access to the text. And also because we are going to jump to another scene, we need Unity Engine scene management. Okay. So here, what we are going to do is in the update, remember, we are going to do exactly what we have done in the stone game scene. So we are going to visualize the information about the number of stones. So again, I'm going to add a couple of public text thrown, as we did previously, and another text destroyed. Sorry, text. So because I have already this code, I can go to interface stone, remember, and we have text thrown text destroyed text. So I'm going to copy and paste. So I have the same information here. So in interface final, I can copy and paste in the update the information I want to display in this summary scene. So we don't have to type it again. Well, we have the difference here is that we have a button and we want an action as a result of clicking this button. So we need to add a public method, and I'm going again to call it click. And the action I'm going to carry out here is again to use the scene manager, load the scene, and in this case I'm going to jump to the awake scene. Okay, so very simple, very simple. So I save this script, and again I have to make a decision who is going to be the owner of this script. And the owner of this script, this interface final, again is going to be the canvas. Remember that it could be the camera, or you can create an endgame object. So now if I select the canvas, be sure that we have this interface final script. And here the problem we have now is, of course, we have to link the public game object variables we have in the script with the actual controls I have in the canvas. So this means I have to drag and drop text thrown with text thrown, and we have to drag and drop text destroyed with text destroyed. Okay, as you can see, it's not difficult, but you cannot forget any step, but it is not really a really difficult process. Now we have to do something else. We have to, when we click the button, we have to carry out the action on click. So again, in this case, we have to select the button, we have renamed to restart, and again, we have here the on click. Remember that here we can put one method or several methods even if you want to execute several actions as a result of clicking this button. In this case, we want only one. And the owner of the script that has the method is the canvas. We can also use here the button, okay? This circle, okay? So you can select here which is the object that has the action, or of course we can drag and drop, which is the thing I'm going to do. So it's the canvas, the owner, okay, of dragging and dropping the owner of the script that has the method. Here we have no function, so we have to select interface final, and we have to select click, which is the name we have selected for the method. So we have click. So now we have everything. We have created the connection between the text and the public variables, and also we have specified which is the action that it is going to be carried out if we press restart. So now there's one thing important we have to do. In the stone game scene, we have no condition that makes us jump to the final stage. So let's do that.
Fair enough.
Let's try to decide now under what situation we are going to finish the game. So we are playing, we are destroying stones, and eventually we have to jump to the final scene. So let's do this, okay? So we go back to the scene stone game, of course, saving the results of the changes of the previous scene. So being sure that we are in the stone game, we are going now to decide a very simple logic in order to finish the game. So in order to do that, I have to go back to the script main loop, where we have, of course, all the logic of our game. So there are many possibilities here. We can do many different things, and even we can create different levels. For example, we can create different levels where these values can change, and even the time scale can change. So we can have some challenging things to do in future levels. But well, this is something you can do. Of course, it's just a template. What we are going to do right now is to do something very simple. We are just going to jump to the final scene if we have thrown a specific number of stones. So again, here we need another Unity engine
I don't like
library, which is the scene management, because we have to jump to another scene. So the only thing I'm going to do here is to see which is the current number of stones thrown, and if it is, for example, let's say 20. After 20 stones, we are going just to finish.
What about a timer? How do I add a timer?
So something very simple. So here we have a scene manager dot load the scene, and we are going to jump to the final scene. So this is just an example of what we can do in order to finish the game. But as you can guess, it is not going to be very difficult to make something much more challenging, much more interesting. So right now the game is almost prepared. Let's see what is the last collection of actions required in order to have our first complete example finished. First complete example.
If game manager, yeah. Okay. So which script do I want to put this in is the real question. Okay, great. So if I go to scripts here, and there's, so a timer, I want a timer. So let me add text. I am tripping out. I mean, there has to be a timer. Okay. There has to be a timer. No? Really? Um, there's not a timer. I'm thinking of a very convoluted way to do a timer, but that's not. It would be very convoluted. Alright, never mind. Okay, so I'm actually gonna just do on left click. Um, that is not what I meant to do. Uh, main loop. Meant to do main loop. Alright. I hope that didn't F anything up. So, I enumerator, so let me just do on mouse click. On mouse down. So, on, what about on right mouse down? On, what about on button press? On, let me do an if statement here. Actually, no. Let me do on update. Okay. You know what? Let me just do my convoluted way. Let me just do the convoluted way that I thought of. Okay, we do text, we do, okay, I'm very hungry. Okay, we do timer, we make that empty, then we go, here, and then we add something to the interface script, and then we do, how do I do, like, How do I do like a change in time? How do I do that? Time, the delta time. Okay, and then there's a coroutine. Wait. Okay, it's multiplying something. Time dot delta time is it's the time since the last frame? Maybe there are other time things? Capture frame rate. Shows your application's playback time. No. Okay, not equals. The interval in seconds at which physics... Oh. The interval in seconds at which physics and other fixed frame updates are performed. The time since last mono behavior dot fixed update started. Time in seconds since the start of the game. Frame count in fixed. Maximum. Okay. Reference equals. Okay, that's just a method. Time. The time at the beginning of this frame. Yeah, that could work. So time. Yeah, let me do fixed time. Actually, no. Let me just do time. Time dot time. So we're gonna do public text. Time. Then we're gonna do time dot text equals time dot time. And then uh okay. Float to string. Cannot convert float to string. Touch. If I do this, string, if I do the, how do I convert something to a string? No. How to convert to a string in C#? Oh, toString. Forgot about that. This is not going to work. This is almost 100% not going to work. So pretty good. I'm going to create some amalgamation of something crazy. Oh. It's in... Huh. It's... I don't actually need it to... Okay, I mean, it's working a lot better than I thought. Is there a toInt function? So... And how do I actually make a proper timer, like... where it counts down? To... Let's see, int... Integer... Can I please... Integer... Okay, let me look this up. Float toInt C#. Let me make sure I'm not effing up my tabs. By casting F. Oh. Got it. Okay, sure. Is that not working? Oh, yeah. Dot toString. Oh. Yeah, let me actually do some crazy shenanigans here. Time minus. Oh, no. We're gonna do 60 minus time. And then we're gonna do toString this whole thing. So, does that work? Does that actually work? That is not the correct time. That is not the correct time. Oh my gosh. No, yeah, this is the correct time. Please work. Please work. And it's still not working. Oh my gosh. Fixed delta time. Fixed time. Maybe fixed delta time? Fixed time as double. Hey. Time in seconds. Okay. Fixed unscaled time. The time scale independent time. Oh, maybe this. Maybe this actually. Oh, because I have add 3 times. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Oh, baby. Let me just start it again. Ah, that's perfect. That is perfect. Is that actually what I want though? Fixed unscaled delta time. Yes. Yeah, that is actually what I want. Okay, and then I do if time dot text dot text equals 0, then we do the whamma jam. Unsing, exactly. Stop, bro. It should just finish the gosh dang thing for me. I hate Visual Studio. Oh my gosh. If I could use freaking, I don't know what the JetBrains C# is, but whatever. If I could use JetBrains, then I would. Okay. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do I change this? Oh my gosh, bro. How do I change this? Okay, so I need to do this. So you're telling me I need to do this? Can't convert string to int. Uh, okay. Sure. Sure. You know what? You win. You win. So freaking dumb, bro. Uh, um, 0. Yeah, and a good one. Haha. Yeah, I mean, that would that would work, but I don't. Okay, I don't know. I don't. That would work, but that's not really scalable, I don't think. Or is it? What a fudging. I'm so dumb. Wait, that works. That literally works. Sorry, I'm like kind of new-ish. What the fudge? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, stop, man. Menu. No. Game over. Right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, kind. Thank you, kind stranger. Yeah, that's such a cringe thing to say. But thank you. Thank you, person. Now let's see. Ding gong on the ring wrong ding dong. Alright, let's. Okay, I hate the ones that like go in the corner. I could change that if I wanted to, but I don't care enough, honestly. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, we got. Yeah, that was cringe. I gotta unfollow now. Good one. Good one. Ha ha ha. Oh, also, um, I forgot to center this. There you go. Now it's good. Okay. Can I... Let me just maximize this, please. Okay. I don't know what I just did. What does this button do again? Okay. I'm a little confused. Step? I don't know what that does. Whatever, whatever. Bing bong. Okay, that's not gonna come back down on screen. Got it. Wait, it's gonna... Okay, wait, it's actually gonna have like a perfect number of stones thrown every single time. Because it's set to go every like half second or something. Oh, except technically not half second. Because it's like sped up. You get it. Okay. Whoa! What the heck is going on? Um, I think I F something up. Well, I actually had to have F something up. Yeah, let me just do this then. Private int um timer. Wait, actually, I meant to name this timer. Public int timer counter. And then, oh, and then I do this. And then I just do timer counter. I don't know why I deleted that 0. Restart. If I keep typing, restart my gosh dang. Restart the gosh dang autofill. I'm so... Come on, man. Okay, did something go wrong? Time.text. Great. Is it less than or equal to? Got it. Thank you. And now it's not showing up. Now it's not showing up. What does it say here? What does it say on the bottom? What is going on? Get fixed unscaled time is not allowed to be called from a mono behavior constructor. Call it an awake or start instead. Oh. Where the heck did I call it before? That did not work. Okay, no, I'm effing everything up. Alright. Let's see if that works. Please work. Okay, please work. Oh my god. I'm so confused. Why is it letting me... I'm so confused. Sorry. Sorry, I just needed to check something. This is exactly what I had before. Let me just shorten this down to 10 seconds so I don't have to wait as long. And now it's not showing up. What the fudge? Why did this... Okay. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? Please. What is happening? Why is it going negative? Why is it going negative? I'm actually so confused. You're telling me, you're seriously telling me that I can't do this? Are you seriously telling me that I can't do this? You're seriously telling me that I can't do this? Oh, nothing is happening. What, why? Wait. Load scene game over. That is the correct thing. I'm so confused. Load scene game over. Load scene stone game. Use debug.log to see if the statement is even getting triggered. Alright. I could just... Alright. I could technically just use a print statement, but this is like the fancy way to do it, I guess. Alright. Game over couldn't be loaded because it has not been added to the build settings or the asset bundle has not been loaded. To add a scene to the build settings. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me, bro? That's different. I got it. Scenes in build. Add open scenes. Okay, I'm sure this guy will probably explain
Example
it
finished.
to me.
The last collection of actions required in order to have our first complete example finished.
I don't remember that being a thing. Great! That's so
So this
good!
is just an example of what we can do.
Alright.
Okay, so
Okay, so he's about to explain it to me.
theoretically speaking, we have finished our first
Yay!
example, complete example, this very basic little game.
Okay. Let's see. You're an idiot. Nice. So it is triggering. It is triggering. So, yep. Now we just trust the guy that actually knows what he's doing. So, yay.
But there's one step more we have to do. We have to go to build settings. This is very important because we have to say to Unity what collection of
No Pablo Espanol Kappa. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I'm assuming his native language is Spanish or Portuguese or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is Spanish, but it could be Portuguese. I don't. They're very similar. I'd have to look up where this place is, but I'm assuming it's Spanish. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me that that full chat energy, even though you're only one person. Thank you.
Scenes we are going to have in our game. So this means that we can even create many scenes for testing purposes, for example, that finally are not going to be included in the final game. Take into account that you can have also many assets in your project that you will not be using necessarily in your game. So Unity is quite clever, and in the final build project, we are going to have only the real elements that are going to be used, okay? So here we have to drag and drop the different scenes we want to use. The first one is the awake. It's going to be very important that in the first position we have the scene we want to be launched when we execute the game. In this case, it's the awake scene. Then we are going to have the stone, and then we are going to have the final. Now the order is not so important, but the first position is the important one maybe. Well, we have been using load scene with the name of the scene, but as you can see, you can also have a number, okay, with the scene, and you can also use this number. So this is very important, okay? So in the build setting, it's very important that you put all the scenes you are going to work with. So we can close. Of course, we can save everything. We can be sure that we save the project and everything is okay. So now it's time to test our little game and to see that we really jump from one scene to the other.
All right, Poggers. Also, I need to change this to 60 so that it doesn't do it immediately. All right. Scenes. Menu. Phone game. Game over. Very cool. Now I save. And that should save the whole thing.
So in order to do that, I double click on the
Let's just finish watching this video.
Game, and let's see what happens. So I run. Okay, so I'm in the first scene. Okay, I'm in the first scene. So from the first scene, I'm going to be able to jump. Okay. So I run.
Wait, I really like how he pauses because he's like confused. He's confused about the fact that he already started the game. Like he went to the game view and then he pressed play instead of. Yeah, you get it.
So I'm in the first scene.
That was kind of funny.
Scene. So from the first scene, I'm going to be able to jump, okay, to the game. So we can play, and as you can see, we have.
Oh baby, to the Poggers.
Stone game scene, and here 20 or
so
21
Poggers.
Stones are going to be thrown. After that, okay, we are going to the final. Stones are going to be thrown. After that, okay, we are going to the final scene.
He sucks at the game. Yeah, yeah.
Able to achieve.
That's true. He does.
Button, okay, so with the restart button, we go back to the initial screen where we
thinking
can
he may not be a gamer.
Music settings or whatever, and at any time I can also jump again to play, and everything is restarted. So I'm playing from scratch again. Okay, so as you can see, we have created a
really bad.
Very basic first example, but complete example of what is a basic game with the main elements and main components of Unity.
How can one be bad at Stone game? Yeah, I mean, your reaction time, he's maybe a little bit dexterously challenged. Perhaps even more than I am. Well, am I? Slightly. I'm slightly. But whatever.
And where we have put into practice what we have learned during the course. It is not difficult at all to make this game much more complex, much more funny, to add enemies.
Okay, also, instead of saying fun, he says funny. So he's like, to make it more funny for the players, and I'm like, bruh, like what the fuck?
Levels to increase the degree of difficulty between the levels, and remember that this game is also going to work very well in mobile devices with the touch screens, okay?
Poggers.
So with this video, we've finished this series of videos where we have been trying to implement this complete example.
Thank you. And that's it. And I'm done. All right, making our game mobile. I don't care. I'm not doing that right now, and I will probably not do that for a long time. Oh, he's just gonna give us a little conclusion. How cute. I guess I'm just gonna play this right now. And mine is better because I have a timer. What? Oh, sorry. I have to go to menu. Poggers. Poggers, bro. Poggers. What in the world? What? I'm serious. What is going on? Build settings. Menu is first. Okay, great. Interface away. Interface away. Stone game. Okay. Yup. That seems correct. Okay, let's see. Where does... Okay, load. Main loop. What the heck? Okay, something is going very wrong. If I look at main loop, I don't think I have. Okay. Interface. Let me look at interface. Okay. That should work now. Okay, cool. Let's start it. See if it actually works now. Okay, here's the only thing. So, is that when okay, I'm actually sucking now. Bing, bing bong. Okay, I didn't get that red one. Okay, I'm trolling. So the thing is that this timer is going to stay at 0 forever. Okay, now if I play again. So that is one thing that is not good. Is that sorry, this I'm thinking maybe there's another one that is okay, so start of the game. There has to be some point, like there has to be a variable here that measures from the start of the scene, right? Fixed unscaled delta time. Wait. Fixed unscaled time. Real time since startup. Beginning of this frame. Huh. Okay, wait. Actually, how do I do this? So if I do... equals... So, if I do this... If I do 60? 60 here? Okay, I messed that up. If I do 60? Alright, I can't transfer it. Cool. Um, so if I do... Hmm... So I have to do like this? Can I do that? Nice. Alright. That's good. And that should be fine. That should be better. Fixed. Unscaled time? Or should I do, should I do just time? Just regular time? Or real time since startup? No. No, that's not gonna work. Let me do... Yeah. I don't know which one is better. Okay, wait. No, it's still not gonna work. It's still not gonna work. We do... Is there another time? Oh, time since level load. Since the last non-additive scene is finished loading. Yes. Yeah, so let me do this. Time... Um... Times... Or, sorry, divided by 3. Divided by 3? Because... it's at 3 times the speed. So that should work now, I think. Uh, int to bool. What? I don't want it. Oh. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Bang. I want to get a perfect score this time. Even though I know that's not going to happen. Lol. Ah, I just missed two. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, I just missed a bunch. Never mind. I'm 100% not gonna get a, not gonna get a perfect score. Total stones destroyed. Oh, that's nice. Why did that do that? Why did that do that, actually? You know what I could do? Actually. I could just make a public int called start time, and then I could just do this. Which would be much easier. Except I have to switch scenes the whole time. Why can't I just switch scenes, bro? Can I please switch? Like, do I seriously have to come over here and click the scene every single gosh dang time? Whatever. Start time is... Yeah, let's just do like 2. Okay, that worked. That one worked. Okay, now it's working for some reason. Why is it working now? Okay. I'm slightly confused. But also, that was a nice addition. I'm glad I did that. I forgot you could do that. That's very nice. Thank you, Unity. Thank you, Unity devs. Save. Now if I do this, then it should print my destroyed stones. No. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Huh. Okay, let's do game over. And why is it doing that? Oh, I can just edit script from here. Plus, game manager dot current number stones destroyed. Current number destroyed stones. Okay, that's correct. That is correct. I don't know. I don't actually know what's going on. It should be 10, 12, 13. What? I don't know why that's not showing up. So why is it nothing? Why is it showing up as nothing? Okay, if I look up game manager? Why no show number? Oh, actually, uh, sorry, this one. Change this to 2. And I'm going to play the game. Whoa! Now something is going wrong with that. What is going on? What is happening? Total stones thrown. If I go to menu, canvas. Equals 0. For some reason, it's not. I'm so confused. Um, game over maybe? And then for some reason it doesn't show this. Like why what? I'm confused. Why? Why? I don't know, this might be a Unity bug. It should be okay. I'm so confused. What is that? What is going on? Total stones destroyed. And now it's not even doing the first one. What could be going on? Okay, so I'm pretty sure it is something wrong with this scene. So I am actually going to... Oh. Let me look something up. Invisible characters in Visual Studio. Do I actually have to do that? Huh. Sure. There's nothing. There's literally nothing wrong. Hello? Current number destroyed stones. I forgot to save. Okay, now it's working. Now it's just working magically. Okay, I'm tripping the fudge out. What the heck? What is going on? If I start from menu. Why wasn't it working? I'm so confused. Okay. Well, I don't know what the heck that was. But alright. Beautiful. There's my game. Amazing.
Okay, we have finished our introductory Unity course. Let's see what we have learned and what you can learn if you want a deeper knowledge in Unity.
Sure.
What we have learned? Well, we have learned the basic elements of Unity. Concepts such as scenes,
I don't know if I need to watch
components,
this.
prefabs, scripts.
But I'll watch it anyway.
We have learned the most important possibilities of C# scripts. We know now how to work with different platforms, including mobiles. And we know how to use the basic physics engine possibilities and collisions. We know also some very basic elements on how to create our graphical user interfaces. And we have seen, and that's also very interesting, a very little example of a complete game step by step. So what now? Well, Unity is really huge. We have many tools and possibilities, and it is growing up year after year. But it is not really necessary to learn all the possibilities of Unity. But it is going to be interesting to know their possibilities. So it is not necessary to know everything about Unity, but to have an idea of what kind of things you can do with Unity. So if you want to go deeper, things you can learn are, for example, global lighting techniques, global illumination. Animation possibilities, it's very interesting to learn how to use Mecanim in Unity. Navigational mesh agents and navigational mesh, it's a very interesting tool in order to solve path-finding problems in our games. Occlusion cooling, whenever you want much more performance in your games. Level object of detail, asset bundles, when we want to dynamically load new contents in our game. Of course, to learn more about how to create advanced graphic user interfaces, terrain generation, multiplayer games, etc. So now it's your turn. With what we have learned, you have the required knowledge to go deeper and to explore more advanced possibilities in Unity. So good luck.
Thank you. Wholesome. Wholesome. That's so wholesome. All right. Add other elements apart from the stones. As elements that we should not destroy under penalty. Add levels in which the speed of the elements and the level of demand increase. Add background music to the game. Explosion sounds, etc. Initial, final, and configuration screen. Like most games, etc. Beautiful. Yeah, they didn't teach us how to like save user data, so I don't think we can make a settings screen yet with the knowledge. I don't think I can make a settings screen yet with the knowledge that I have. Okay, and that is literally not a not on this version of the course, but whatever. We've reached the end. It has been a pleasure to be with you during these weeks, okay? Okay, you weren't with me, but whatever. You were, it was a video, it was just a series of videos? Okay, never mind. We hope that the content of the course has been to your liking and is useful for you in the future. Sure. To check your progress, blah, blah, blah. If you're interested in obtaining the verified course. Got it. You can also help other students by reviewing the course in Class Central, the world's leading MOOC search engine. In this way, they can find out what the content of the course is and how it works before deciding if they want to sign up. Nice. But I'm not going to do that. So. Yay! Share? No. Not right now, at least. Share your success. Keep building your skills. Is this the same guy? IT fundamentals. Oh, yeah, that is exactly what I want right after I finish my introduction to game development. I like how this picture doesn't, like this picture is nowhere in the videos. Like, this never shows up, whatever the fudge that is. Alright. Nice. Yeah, let me expand all just to, you know, get that sense of achievement, just to look at like, yeah, just to look at all the achievement that I've done. All right, well, very cool. It only took me a week and like only 3 hours each day. So yeah, that's it for this stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for spending your most valuable resource, the time in your life, on watching this stream. And have a good one.